Hello folks and welcome back to Leaving a Legacy here on FM21 with Chelsea, the save where we make Chelsea into a dynasty to rival that of Sir Alex Ferguson at Man United and Arsene Wenger at Arsenal. My name's Webby FM. If you are new to the series, to the save, please leave a like down below, a subscribe if you knew would help me out. Let's crack on with today's episode. So we last left you at the Liverpool game back here, wasn't it? We played a nice old big chunk of games, just what I like to see in the season there. We played Liverpool. It was a 3-0 loss, very, very disappointing, that one, given our terrific start to the season, but they just had too much for us on the day. Since then, it has been absolutely magnificent. Let me tell you, this team is so much fun to manage. I'm thinking of changing my plans again for the future of this save. I'll tell you about that a little bit later on. It's so much fun though, it really is. So I think it's important when you lose to bounce back with a win, and bounce back we did against Spurs here, 3-2. Victory, important that. I won't go through all of the results here, but you can just see the scorers here. Havertz is really settled into his Mazzala role in our system. He was good last year. He's a lot better this year than he was there. Mason Mount doing Mason Mount things. Jadon Sancho much better, much more settled, much more gelled into the team. Sometimes plays on the left, sometimes on the right. Really brilliant. And then of course we got the King Erling Haaland here scoring for fun, rotating with Tammy. Sometimes Timo Werner comes on as well. We really are a magnificent team on our day, as highlighted most recently by the victory against Crystal Palace in the league. Now I know it is only Crystal Palace, but we absolutely destroyed them 8-0. It was just so much fun watching that game go through, managing that game. It really was exceptional stuff. So let's get to the Porto game and we'll see if we can progress in the Champions League. So there was a bit of a panic station moment in the build-up to this game here, folks. Tammy Abraham came to me complaining about game time, and he was really upset. I managed to calm him down. I don't quite know how I did it. Usually I mess those up, particularly last FM. I did anyway, so that's really good news. Now, Upamecano is injured, so we're going to play John Stones and Tomori at the back here. We're going to play Sancho over on the left, Pulisic on the right, Havertz, Mount, Kovacic, Aarons. By the way, Max Aarons, who we brought in at the end of the January, is brilliant. He's so good because he can play left or right back, and we've had an injury to Chilwell, who's just come back from injury actually. Where is he, Chilwell? Where are you, mate? Are you on the bench? Yeah, there he is. Just come back from injury. But Aarons has been so good at that left-back spot anyway. Really useful to have a player like that. Just a natural successor, I think, to Asper Laqueta there. Really glad we got him in. So we got to be careful with Tammy here. Got to give him some game time in the cup. And unfortunately, Aouar as well is really unhappy. I think when we brought him in, we were playing with our attacking midfield system, and we promised him game time in that system, and we've been playing him when he's played as Mazzala or deep laying playmaker here, and he said I've broken too many promises to him, so he's just kicked up a fuss. I've had to transfer list him. We'll see what happens with him in the January transfer window. But let's get to the match. I want to show you how good we can be on our day. So, like I was saying, the original plan after the end of this season, if we win the Champions League, or when we win the Champions League, maybe not this season, but certainly in the future, was to holiday into the future and just see how good we could become. Now, I'm having so much fun on this save that I'd like to play it, I think, a bit in the background myself. So rather than leave it to the AI, I'd like to develop this save myself. So what I may do is have this sort of playing away in the background. I won't bring you update episodes or anything like that, but what I'll do is I'll bring you single season episodes if you like. Maybe on a weekend, although weekend uploads never seem to do very well for me, but maybe on a Friday, something like that. And I'll bring you updates, as I say. Pulisic of just one season, so it'll be quite a bumper episode, maybe sort of 30 minutes, go through the transfers of the season, the highs and lows of the season. It's checking VAR. Is it a pen? Is it a pen? It's a penalty. Penalty awarded to Chelsea. Mason Mount stepping up. I thought we'd changed it over to Haaland, but Mount is our penalty taker and he's jolly good at those. He really is. So Chelsea 1, Porto 0. When we're good, by the way, this Chelsea side start flying. They really, really do. Upamecano is so solid at the back. I've never seen him get less than a 6.9, I don't think, in his ratings. And I think, given the right transfers out, we can build like what I like to do when I'm in this situation and I'm building a dynasty, is build a huge buffer of funds in the transfer budget, so like 200 million. And I know last season and the season before, I put the club in transfer debt, net transfer debt. It's just the way I do things with, add-ons and monthly instalments. Over the next couple of seasons, I'll cut that down. I'll work through that. I'll, maintain our Champions League spots, get all our revenue in for Premier League and stuff like that, James, and build sort of 200, 300 million kitty in the bank. And I won't really dip into that, I don't think, until the right player comes along. If I have to buy the right player to fill a hole or something like that, or we start scouting the prospects, the new gens that come through in the next couple of seasons. And that is when the game gets really, really fun. What a goal that is, by the way, from Haaland. Max Aarons dinks in from his left-back position. Let's have a look at this again. Aarons with a throw. Havertz in his Mazzala loving life. Aarons beats his man, flicks it through to Haaland in the middle, who just first time volleys it into the back of the net. What a magnificent goal that was from Erling Haaland there. So yeah, that's the idea, to build a dynasty. I think when you get into the sort of the mid-game, I like to call it, a few years into the save, you need to be on high alert for new gen prospects. So you need to be scouting all the under-21s and the under-21 internationals and all the teams, that have good youth academies, and seeing if you can snaffle up a player or two. Well, at least that's the way I do it anyway. And I do have a horrible tendency of stockpiling my new gens as well. I like to have a conveyor belt of talent, so that, whenever one player is wanted, I've developed one player up, and they're wanted. If they're not quite that good enough for the first team or the main squad, I sell them on for huge bucks. So I start playing, the money ball and get the hamster reel rolling. It's a lot of fun. It's hard work, by the way. You've got to scout out. I spend ages scouting. I do. Anyway, Mason Mount, Stones, but it is a heck of a lot of fun to do that, and I think we're starting to get to that stage now in the Chelsea save. Like maybe one more season before all the new gens start appearing. Although, having said that, of course, it's my save that reverted over to the main game from the beta, and I would like to crack on with the Sunderland Until I Die save as well. That's going to come to you next week, I think. Usual upload time 4:30. I think I'm going to do scheduled for this one of Monday, Wednesday and Friday for uploads for that. Max Aarons. But you see there, we just looked in absolutely no danger at all. Donnarumma has been fantastic. John Stones, when he's come in, he's been brilliant, so we can rotate Tomori out when he gets a bit tired. Upamecano just never seems to get tired, never seems to be rotated. He's just always on the team sheet, on the selection. Sancho, I thought he was going to score there. And Sancho can flick between the left and the right as well. We are on right wing. Ziyech and Pulisic are pretty injury prone. They do get little knocks, and Chilwell as well, to be fair to him, I've noticed. They get tired, they get little knocks. Might be because they're young players, but it's a bit of a worry, that, and I am on the lookout for more options on the wing. I did mention in the summer, after the summer window, Havertz, that Neymar is available. He's on the transfer list. I've actually checked his contract at PSG. He's on 850k a week at PSG, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Not even I would pay that kind of money for him. And to be fair, I don't like his attitude that much in real life. So having a look here, our players are a bit knackered in the middle. So we're going to play Aouar for Havertz here. We're going to play Kante for Mason Mount. And we're going to confirm the subs there. So in general, I'm just really, really pleased. I mean, in terms of... so I think that's going to be the plan. So like I say, the single episodes are going to be just full season reviews, if you like. I think that's what I'm going to do. Upload it loaded, probably on a Sunday or a Saturday before the footy starts. I'll decide on a time of the upload. And I can just sort of, during the week, beaver away, load it up when I want to have a play on this magnificent side that we've created here. Conte with the goal there. But we've still got plenty of this whole season to go, so plenty of live comms to go here. Pulisic plays it, pulls it back to Conte, who smashes it into the back of the net there. Lovely goal from Conte. It's nice having players around like Conte who know the club, who are full internationals. John Stones is another case in point. They're very, very experienced players mixed in with your highly skilled youngsters. Pulisic scoring there for Chelsea, making it 4-0. This is the kind of thing that we can do. We just smash teams whenever we want to, it feels like. So we're going to bring on Tammy Abraham. Like I say, we've got to be a bit careful with Abraham. I think Werner is probably going to start coming to us as well. Luckily with Werner, he can play over on the left, like he's doing in real life. And I am training him as inside forward on the left. So worst case, if he does start kicking up a massive fuss, I can certainly play him over there with no difficulty at all. So look at that XG there. That really is magnificent. Let's get to the dressing room. Give the team talk. Going to do outstretched arms. Well done, lads. That was brilliant there indeed. And we'll go to the game screen. So a lovely victory there. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you're a Chelsea fan, you certainly should have done there. So you can see on our inbox messages, everybody, we've qualified already for the Champions League knockout round. I think we've only played 3 games, or 4 maybe it is, in the league there. So that is brilliant news. To qualify early means we can rotate a little bit in the Champions League group matches. Now let's have a look at where we'll be back to you. I'd like to play a similar chunk of games here. We've already seen Real Madrid, so I'm going to play another full month, I think. And we are going to come back to you. Wolves maybe down here. Yeah, we'll come back to you for the Wolves match down here. They were a bogey side of ours last season, so it would be nice to stamp our authority on them this season. So we're going to play this chunk of games here all the way through November, December, and into the first game in the January. So I hope you've enjoyed that episode there, everybody. If you have, please leave a like down below. A subscribe if you're new would help me hit my targets. Many thanks for watching and have a lovely rest of your day, everybody.